We gotta talk about our implications for this new ban list. I look like an absolute train wreck for this. I've had a tire pop out. I've had to play against a crap ton of Draco Tail from the local experience. It's 2 a.m. It has been a very long day, and this is the face of busyness. So make sure you guys smash the load and crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more content. I have traveled the abyss today, having a tire blown out and all that other fun stuff. So, implications of this new format. Dimensional barrier is gone. We have all won. So first of all, very happy to say that dimensional barrier being gone. Honestly, if you're looking at like the 7 floodgates and you're like, you know, this is we've had enough time to process this and to go, hey, you know, by taking out dimensional barrier and all this other crap, then things do get better. This is true. This was also Konami's counterpoint to not being able to ban thrust. It's also really funny that now that everybody has access to thrust, now is the time that we are choosing to ban thrust. Or to ban the targets to make thrust really good. I guess the minute that you literally turn a card into the cheapest value that it's ever had is the point that we need to now hit the cards. You really should pay attention to Konami marketing, man. It is ingenious, the things that they could do. Honestly, this whole list just kind of hinges on dimensional barrier's existence. We've also got to talk about the takeaway here of now walking into certain matchups and not fearing dimensional barrier. You know, one of those, I guess, being, you know, Rizel at this point, because, you know, you no longer are going to be able to walk in to this format and, you know, be overwhelmed by the fact of if my opponent opens up, you know, dimensional barrier and they call exceed, well, you know, there goes my entire deck strategy. That's removing dimensional barrier from this equation does make things a little bit better. But then there's the question of, you know, we got people looking at Simul Archfiends, Grizel Prison as these alternatives to this. I do need more time to see where things are going to go. Please be patient on this. Also, you know, if you're heading into this, and realistically, you know, if you're thinking that Rizel, or yeah, honestly, Mitsurugi Yummy isn't going to be one of the best performing decks, if not the best performing deck, nothing has really changed on that front. If anything, they just slapped pure Mitsurugi on the face because now you can't, you know, do the Cheese Gallon Granite play where you're searching for a Fossil Dyna or, you know, a Barrier Statue of the Drought. If you're also wondering why did they ban Barrier Statue of the Drought, because, you know, Robbie, nobody's playing Barrier Statue of the Drought. It's because Fossil Dyna and Earth Barrier Statue are both rock. Gallon Granite, if they ban Fossil Dyna, then they just immediately go to play the Earth Barrier Statue. They had to do a 2-for-1 special and blow that up. Now, you can also make the argument here that maybe, you know, we needed to ban Gallon Granite. Unfortunately, we have Magnet Warrior support coming out in the next set. Konami's not going to take a hit and actually try to blow up the upcoming stuff. That just wasn't a realistic thing on the marketing front for that. Konami is very, very fragile right now with having to sell product. I also think that's one big thing that this list was very useful for, was they needed to swing the pendulum. You know, I don't think Konami realized, and I truly don't think they messed up with the last ban list, because the last ban list was not a bad ban list. It's just when you crack through the pressure here and, you know, you see the cleanup and the things like this actually happening, then your problem becomes, you know, there were a lot more issues that needed to be cleaned up than we've seen, you know. And I do like to attribute a lot of the cleanup to the YCS and the live stream. If you can, and this is what Japan has had to do too, if Yu-Gi-Oh! Is unwatchable, if in its core facet, if I cannot pull up a stream and watch a tournament event without seeing a floodgate coming down and ruining things and taking away, you know, this back and forth interaction, then the game is just piss poor, and nobody wants to watch it. If your viewers don't want to watch it, then you're giving a really, really bad name to the community. And that's where you start to see, oh, hey, we need to do something about this. This is truly what I would consider is the first emergency ban list that we have had since Pepe format. And that, the fact that it's taken 9 years, 8 years, for a level of messed upness, because I didn't expect a ban list until December at this point. Every person I have talked to yesterday said this came out of nowhere. But on the same side of that, everybody is very happy. Like I said, this is the one time that not having a ban list date actually was a good thing. And more power to Konami. You know, if they have been able to design and keep this game going on this presence, and, you know, if we just now see problems like this addressing themselves, and we need to clean them up, good. We fixed it, everybody. It's good. Your TLDR gets on top decks right now. Mitsurugi with Yummy is still going to be a powerhouse. I don't think that anything has really changed on that front. Going in, I mean, Anamana Matt Rizel will still be a deck. I don't think anybody's really going to discount that. I mean, Detonator and Friends is still really good. There's also the question of Featherstorm right now. Featherstorm seems to be this mystical golden hen running around that people are just like mystified on it still sticking around. Radiant Typhoon is still a deck, people. Konami wants to sell you playing their latest product. We need sales right now for the latest set. And I hate to tell you this, but realistically right now, they need money. They need stores to want to support this. So if you're sitting here and you're mystified by, you know, this floodgate still sticking around, it still requires me to set up a Wing Beast monster. It means I have to take away from, you know, my initially large setup and involvement with a possibly decent field, and I have to commit to setting up that monster. And if Mitsurugi's going to just end up, you know, pivoting into like a Castle, they still have to have a thrust to be able to get to this, which I'm only going to be able to activate thrust if you have done an effect against me at this stage. So realistically, at this point in time, it's a scenario that's not coming up every single game that still involves the usage of seeing thrust or a Featherstorm. If you're main decking triple Featherstorm and triple thrust, I mean, congratulations and kudos to you for, one, turboing out all this stuff and getting the chance to, you know, build it up and go. But also, like, that's a lot of dead cards within the deck. So I think that's been one of the biggest questions has been, you know, the setup and the feel for the Harpy's Featherstorm being one of the most broken cards going forward. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, we do have Pittsburgh coming up here. They did a good job. I mean, we also have the Genesis format ban list coming out on Monday. So I think at this stage, there is a lot of counterbalancing that we will be seeing happening here. And right now, just in the weekend thoughts here, and I'm not just saying it's going to massively tire, but I'm curious to see what's going to come out of this. Because banning 7 floodgates is a pretty big shift. Whether or not you're happy about this or upset about this, I think everybody's got the same thought of, okay, there is a change here. We are seeing something offsetting now. And I think I'm kind of for it, honestly. So we'll just kind of have to wait and see where that goes. But please, leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think. And I'll see your beautiful faces back here in a day, guys. Patrons, thank you. Ugh.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.